Hey, what about these markets? It's actually pretty crazy. At or near all-time highs. A lot of people are scratching their heads as opposed to why. But here's the question. Do you get in now or don't you get in? If you've got money on the sidelines, what you should do, give me a second. I'll be right back and go over your options. So stock market now, stock market later, stock market never. It's a little bit different for everyone. And it also depends on whether or not you're at or near retirement. And let's say you're just 20 years old, just chipping money every month into the 401k at work. I would say if you're younger, it doesn't matter. It's only a portion of your assets. Hopefully you're getting a match on those contributions. And right now, yeah, you're probably buying high. I think markets are probably lower, say 6 months to a year from now, but it's not going to affect your lifestyle if you're 20, 30, even 40 something years old, because your lifestyle is based on the income from employment. But let's say you're 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, and you're looking at markets, scratching your head going, I know they're up. I've got money on the sidelines. I'm wondering, do I try to get in or not? What I would say to you right now is if we look at the math and we do the statistics, we could say that the reason the markets are, or my opinion would be, the reason the markets are as high as they are right now is because the economy and the consumer is spending money. But then we have to ask ourselves, where did that money come from? Well, for a lot of people, it came from the government. Now, whether it was directly from the government or whether it went from the government to a company and then that company hired an employee and then they had the money to hire the employee and move forward. But the point is, if you put $7 trillion plus into the economy that hasn't been paid for yet, if you're retired or close to it, you might start getting a little bit concerned about this bubble and when could this bubble burst. And if you are, again, 50 plus, 60 plus, 70 plus, you've seen this bubble burst time and time again. You've been through that experience. You know what the dot-com bubble looked like. You know what the real estate bubble looked like in 2008. You've had this experience in your portfolios and you don't want to experience again. So it makes sense that you're going to be a little bit apprehensive if you've got money on the sideline about getting into markets right now, or if you've got money in the market wondering, should you pull the money out? So the best case scenario in my mind moving forward is to understand what your probability of success is moving forward. So if you stay committed to the stock market, or if you want to get into the stock market, what is your probability of success? Success is, it can be defined different ways. I would define success as how much could I make? How much risk am I taking? So find a way to define that. Understand what is your potential return moving forward for whatever investment that you have or that you're considering, but not just the return potentially, what's the risk that you're taking? And then take the time to look at all of the other investment options that are available. So what we would do is we would sit down with individuals, we would take a look at their current portfolio. We could take a look at what their return is likely to be moving forward, so we can calculate that. We would take a look at how much risk they're taking to get that return, and then we would give you basically a valuation, so the probability of success. Then we would measure or compare that probability of success with all of the other investment options that are available to you. Maybe these might even be investment options that somebody hasn't explained to you before. So for example, if you're in a hang in there portfolio, you're just hanging in there. I would want to explain the difference between actively managed portfolios or tactically managed portfolios to hang in there portfolios. If you just have a combination of stocks and bonds and you're wondering how might I do if the stock market's up, or what if bonds are up, or what if they're down, what about interest rates, the Fed's in the news right now, all of these things should be concerns to you moving forward. But at the same time, you should understand how your current portfolio is likely to react moving forward, whether markets are good or bad, moving forward, whether the Fed raises rates or lowers rates, and what your probability of success is in your own personal economy. So what financial planning, what a written financial plan can do for you is give you a written financial plan moving forward, whether it's markets are at all-time highs or whether they're going to crash next year. Understanding where you're likely to be and how you can either benefit from it or protect yourself from it is really, really important. Information is key. Get that information by going to guardingyournestegg.com. Thank you for watching. Go to guardingyournestegg.com for your free and objective personal financial plan.